Why, hello there. And welcome back to... Uh-oh. Reality is peeling in. Unacceptable. Come on. There we go. That should be better. No more reality. Only Stellaris. Chilito shall rule. We'll see. I think Chilito's been gone for a while. Chili 2! I just realized you said Chili 2. Alrighty, so I need to do a little bit of catching up in space. Also, let us... Oops. You know what I completely forgot to do? Completely forgot to set up it to look like Stellaris. Whoopsies. Oh well. So, where are we in this large galaxy? I'm currently trying to find crystalline entities. I find them on every game except for this Empire in particular, where I specifically want to be playing with them. Which means that I am approaching this entire idea about how this Empire should be playing wrong. If my goal is to find these crystalline entities, I need to be finding them a lot faster. Alright, what else is going on? Unidentified alien vessels. Identified alien vessels. Unfortunately, these Tekaran multiplexes are kind of getting in the way. I disbanded my entire military fleet. I'm currently in the process of rebuilding it up. Perhaps we should... I'd like to hire mercenaries. Should we hire the mercenaries, or should we hire them only when I actually need to use them and bait out a war? Also, where's this pirate fleet going? Oh, right. This pirate fleet is kind of just stuck there. I've got a lot of catching up to do. Give me a moment. Alrighty. We could build an arc furnace here. Don't know what it's supposed to actually look like, but we're going to go ahead and build an arc furnace there. Anomalous readings. Further analysis of the data recovered from the Yotan system has revealed a subtle repeating energy pattern hidden in the background noise coming from the asteroid XXN 411.
Construction complete.
Alrighty. So we have that system. Our economy is doing really well. We are no longer having war declared on us, which is good. I need Psycors established. Can I build them on my capital? I can build an alien zoo on our capital? Okay. Where's the Psycor? Biologist jobs. Replace this. I just suddenly remembered that last Christmas when I went to a school concert and the band played the theme from Polar Express perfectly, and as they played, I literally was walking through the movie. Don't know why, but it was amazing. Hey, those are good memories to have. How are we doing here? Alright, so we need Psycors. 17 months. From now, it will be completed. I guess Polar Express is and always be your favorite Christmas movie, but it was really, really great. That's amazing.
Colonization initiated.
What am I actually trying to do here? How many people are on this building? Aftermath corrosive winds. Decisions. Gene clinics. This is my tomb world that pretty much nobody can inhabitate. This is what happens when you take a break from a game. Got a lot of jobs still on that world. Raging researchers. It's fine. Everything should be getting built up steadily over time. Alright, antimatter researcher. Awesome. Is there anything that I actually want? Shields would be good. Right, Sacratorum Dolgath. A whole bunch of bonuses to like research speed. What do I need to be improving? My weapons. These disruptors would be really good against small ships, which is what we're mostly fighting against right now, potentially. Let's take a look-see. Because the guys here in the north were very much considering attacking us. They no longer are. Let's see. Yeah, they've got mostly... You should probably sleep. Good night and have fun with Galactic Domination. I'll be doing my best. Tune in later to see how everything turns out. Size 1s and size 2s. It'd be great to build a listening post. Because right now it's actually hard to see. Hold on. Government, policies, and edicts. Crystalline sensors. That's fine. So I could see further. And everything that's going on out there. I mean... I think I'd rather be getting shields at the current moment. So if we go to our fleet management, ship designer, our corvettes... We really need better weapons. We really need the better weapons. Disruptors for now. So I forget, do disruptors... Hold on. Here's the real question. Stellaris weapons. Because the whole purpose of this empire is I want everything to revolve around crystal stuff. So all the ships are going to be using mostly crystals, no other techs. So we got lasers would be good. No. Cutting laser. Ooh, disruptors do upgrade to use crystals. So this is actually a really good pick for what I would be wanting. So that sounds good. The Ute satellite. A Ute satellite was placed in orbit around to commemorate the moment of first contact between their empire and the Jabberani. A contemporary civilization. This event occurred right here in the Yaldana system and a profound impact on all levels of Ute society. I'm just wanting to see this cloaked ship. Looks so cool. For over 1 million years, they had thought themselves alone in the galaxy. The Ute reacted with both awe and horror upon the discovery of sapient alien life. The ISS Agonothenia has recovered the satellite, and it now awaits a full analysis. The latent psionic powers have begun to manifest in certain individuals belonging to the Cinematus species, according to a late report from the authorities of the Cinemantian Holy Theocracy. This must be a very recent development, since we have no record on file of Cinemati ever having displayed psionic abilities. These powers are so far limited to a very small minority of the Cinematus species as a whole. The reports offer no explanation for the phenomenon. So the nice thing about it, we're going to go ahead and pause that right there. Where are they located? All the way over here, the Holy Theocracy. These plants are also psionic. Quite interesting. And I still have a science vessel on my way up here to explore through this space. With Apia Faucia. Trying to find crystalline entities. Alright, how's the fleet doing? The cruisers we're going to continue to reinforce.
Technology research.
These Federation builders have declared rivalry against us. We shall do the same. We no longer require as much space, though. Upgrading still. Ooh, research complete. The collective self. We're able to get more leaders of every tier. New research. The Ute Astronomical Interferometer. The Utes were a paradoxical society obsessed with the idea of finding other sentient species, yet refusing to accept that they were not alone. That would be really good to make. I'm trying to figure out what tech I'm going to go ahead and pick up. I kind of want this Ute technology, but I think I'm better off getting a whole bunch of other cheaper things. Do I have more star bases? Just to improve my economy and everything? Artificial moral codes also seems good, just to improve overall resource production. We'll go with that. I probably should have gone with the star bases, especially considering how I'm just setting up this empire. Alright. And we're going to continue. I'm still getting caught up on everything. This planet is fully maxed out. There's nothing else for me to build here. Ghost. Is available. Yeah, we don't get a lot of engineering technology, and that's okay, at least from my view. Are all of these still in the process of upgrading? It's really strange that I can no longer see what upgrades into what. We're gonna go ahead and set you to auto construction, I guess.
Construction complete.
How many more months? 7 months.
Planet colonized.
keep hearing noises as if something should be happening. $5,000 power with only 28 fleets. That's really good.
Construction complete.
Research agreement broken. Astral threads. I should actually go ahead and spend these. And I can't. The interpretation signal. Some form of aesthetic design has been employed over most of the surface language of the Winkwork Artem. Our scientists suspect that even the remaining untouched areas are merely grafted wilderness, there to serve a wider horticular goal. Towards the conclusion of our research, we stumbled across a beacon, the sole example of technology of this world. When activated, it uploaded a catalog of every plant and animal species found on Winkwort Artem, as well as a reference pointer to nearby railroads. No clue was left with which to identify the planet's designers. Marvelous.
Situation log updated.
Homebound. There it is. Positioning itself in front of ISS Patrikios, the ominous ship hailed us. A mechanical entity in an ornate mask appeared on screen, identifying herself as Batin. Her tale was a fascinating one. She was once a renowned officer, a true paragon of an organization known as the Convention of Benefactors. While on patrol, she and her crew were caught inside a cosmic storm, and in a daring bid of survival, she made the decision to overcharge the ship's breach drive. This experimental technology had never been tested, and the vessel and its crew was trapped within the storm's hyperdimensional field. Her story finished, a small container was released from the decimated ship. Inside was a collection of documents. "Take these home," Batin requested. After which the transmission ended, and the ship disappeared into the spatial manifold. The documents are written in a foreign script. It will take some time to decipher. Alrighty, Psycorps. We have no Psycors established. What if we replace Hollow Theaters with Psycors? More stability and telepaths, which turn energy credits into Unity, planetary defense armies, and reduce crime. I can just make these. I don't see any penalties for this. We're just going to be building these everywhere. Ooh, it does produce defense armies, right? Oh, but it doesn't produce naval capacity. There we go. Psychor, 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 Psychor. I'm just going to make sure that every place is at least building a Psychor somewhere. Alright, there we go. Psychors are now being built everywhere!
Technology research.
Council agenda ready.
Alright, new research project. I still don't have the FTL inhibitors. I probably should. Listening posts.
Construction complete.
Oh my goodness, those are very expensive. Alrighty, mind over matter. Get telepathy for a bit. And then what is going to be... Evolving society. Get even more unity.
Technology researched.
Alrighty. Society tech. What are we getting? I can get tile blockers. It's a lot of different tile blockers. Let's go ahead and grab tile blockers.
Construct.
They're slowly losing more and more fleet power. More gem-class ships. Get all these built. Letters from the Manifold. The contents of the strange container have been deciphered. One document contained a schematic of the ship's so-called breach drive. While still beyond our own technology, careful study of the principles behind its construction have already improved our understanding of hyperspatial travel. Less beneficial perhaps, but more affecting were the translations of personal letters. Each is addressed to a loved one, speaking of fondness, hope, and regret. It seems Batin's intentions was to give her crew one last chance to reach out. Unfortunately, we have no way of knowing where to deliver these letters. Making them available to our own people could at least privilege their strange legacy. Alternatively, it might be wise to destroy them. Knowing of strange ships and ghostly letters may be unsettling. Monthly Unity. We will share it amongst our people.
Technology researched.
Alrighty. Tire blocker cleared. Ooh, what do I value more? Better habitability or leader lifespan? Yeah, we'll go with leader lifespan. Try to keep our guys alive a little longer. Assets has been acquired. Spymaster Thural had grit reports of the Sovereign Mectoran League. A successful execution so far. We have won the loyalty of Mectoran Rebel, whose desire for disruptive change may easily be molded to suit our goals as well. Yes. Yes. Bum 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 bum. Awesome, they're now only superior to us. Smuggle population. We're gonna go ahead and continue to acquire asset.
Construction complete.
Oof. They've got a really strong network. Building a spy network. Okay. Espionage. It's currently at work. Busy building a spy network. Acquire asset. You are improving relations. Well, how are we doing points-wise? 3,100. We are a third of the one that's in lead. We're halfway in power when it comes to the rest of the galaxy. Aha! More trade hubs. Bump up. Along with the Overworld Trading Company. We'll get that built first. And then we are lacking. Confidence waivers. A group of auxiliary operatives in the Sovereign Mectoran League have begun shying away from their assigned tasks, citing a lack of confidence in their overall purpose. Spymaster Thrall Hat Ogrit would typically handle such matters without bringing them to our attention. But even without them knowing any details, these operatives seem unusually well informed about Operation Acquire Asset, and perhaps the spy network as a whole. Given that these auxiliaries are kept isolated from our more active and better informed agents, Thrall Ugrit suspects the operatives are being fed information from an outside source. He also concedes that they may have simply be highly perceptive individuals. Given these doubts and threats opposing to the Operation Acquire Asset, by each scenario, Spymaster Thrall had Ugrit request a directive on how to proceed. Our auxiliary operatives of the Victorian League have reacted with horror upon learning the truth of their once intangible suspicions. Spy Master Thoral revealed only a glimpse of the bigger picture to them, but it was sufficient to disrupt our supply lines. Our ability to subvert Victorian encryption is reduced for a time. Curses.
Colonization initiated.
Contact lost. Spy Master Regolid Kurhusel reports having lost contact with her operatives on active deployments in the Diran absorbers. They have missed a number of their most recent scheduled check-ins. The accordance with standard procedure, we must now decide on whether or not to track down our own operatives. Let us find our own operatives. We must bring them home.
Life form encountered. Technology researched.
Gravitonic sensor sounds good to me. Micro singularity enhancements found on capture amount and increased capture chance. Contact has been re-established. Our efforts proved successful. Contact with our operatives have been restored. Spymaster Regolid Kurhusel has already begun working to review the monitoring procedures she has in place for the work in the Dirian absorbers. That's dealing with these guys in the north of us. Metamorphic dehydration. Ooh. And Commander Huripoyo II has leveled up. Excellent. Yes. Huripoyo, if you're there, you are, as a quick refresher, a commander that is aggressive. You wanted more DACA. We're going to make you an admiral. Alrighty. Sorry, I had to move the screen away. Also, it's gonna take a year to transfer through this. Oh, Nona Wolf! One of our descendants. We're trying to make them the greatest we possibly can. Make her an advisor. Fantastic. Despite having taken every precaution prescribed in their training, one of our operatives in Sloran Commonwealth has raised concerns that their cover may be blown. Apparently, this comes at a critical time in Operation Acquire Asset. Yeah. Give them more resources to figure this out.
Construction complete.
Hey, we captured Cthulloid. Okay. Assets acquired. We have gotten a Slorm Professional.
Technology researched.
Exotic gases. We could buy a singular exotic gas. Should be fine. More technology for more leader lifespan. Isn't it beautiful? Ooh, telepaths in order to make the psionic armies. They're pricey, but pretty dang good. Galactic bureaucracy sounds good to me.
Planet colonized.
There's so many techs I can potentially research here, but all of them are honestly just mediocre. Synthetic crystal plants. Resource harvesting. Crystal mines. Yeah, we'll get rare crystal mining, I guess. Spend forever on that, get some more crystals. Oh, in the meantime, I do want to continue expanding our military fleet. We're about halfway in power, and we're at 10,000.
Construct.
We're going to exit to main menu, because there are a lot of things going off. Load game. And I'm not... Oh, that is such a beautiful screenshot. There are a lot of things that are just going off. Deer absorbers are preparing to declare war on us. I mean, they can. If they want. We're going to make a listening post here. So there's the singularity right over there. What am I looking for at the current given moment? Because we just got a whole bunch of Psycors. Psionic Ascension is still going up.
Technology researched.
Space fauna chance greatly improved. Ooh. It's nice that it is. I really want those ion disruptors. Speaking of ion disruptors, ship designer, Corvette. What's going to be better? Average damage 2.65, 5.08. Yeah, but this just has a much better accuracy rating. All right, cruiser. Alrighty. Let's make sure that all of my cruisers the Night Bears. As we become even more attuned to the psionic forces around us, the crystalline population has become plagued by horrifying nightmares. Bad dreams are now commonplace, and rest cycles have been replaced by periods of unquiet stupor. Sufferers recall visions of terrifying otherworldly strangleness that express their most primal fears. Our medical institutions are struggling to stem the tide of psionic exhaustion. We're going to go with less monthly society research and allocate research to remedy the crisis. Hopefully we'll be able to find something. Oh no! One of our spy masters had an operative on the planet. They had already anticipated them being unable to maintain frequent contact. However, spy masters commented by now the team has been lost. Cover our tracks. Make it so.
Construction complete. Ships upgraded.
After analyzing the satellite that recovered above Haldana 4, our archaeologists found an ingrained highly stylized picture of what appears to be a Ute cruiser and a much smaller Jamborini. Scout in close formation during the first contact event. This has given us some notion of what their starships looked like. Ooh. More artifacts. Ooh, got an asset. Awesome, we now have 2. Subterfuge and government. Assets acquired. Hatching grounds. Our probe has discovered a clutch of giant eggs, each as big as the rift sphere. They are expected to hatch imminently, and when they do, the planet will be crawling with creatures we know next to nothing about. We can detect no other living species on specimens on the planet, so the growth cycle of this species is unknown to us. Mostly barren, this planet's ecosystem does not seem capable of supporting a thriving population. Our leading theory is that this species follows an interstellar migration pattern. The adults of the species must therefore currently be off-world. Fascinating. Chile 2! Continue to discover more about the rifts. We're gonna go through all of our worlds really fast. Try to get even more pops set up here. Weak magnetic field and tidal locked. Interesting. Particle storm. This allows me to make the medical center, psychors. Plonk. We need more energy. I'm not gonna lie. What did you miss? Not too much. We're mostly getting our grounds back. Trying to get everything reestablished. I've only played for about 4 years, which is quite a bit when you word it that way, but I'm still trying to explore for one of the other empires. We have reached the current command limit. Okay. Well, we'll press F1. And there we go. The gym class.
Construction complete.
We're still just trying to build our fleet back up. Currently at 13k fleet power in a single fleet. We're still weaker than our neighbors. No Great Awakening tradition. Our psionic research continues apace. Telepathy has replaced most verbal communication between us, and cognitive control of matter might become just as commonplace. According to our researchers, we are on the brink of awakening the latent powers in all our Phoenician population. As our minds have opened, we have sensed ineffable forces rippling within and around us. Our foremost telepaths speak of the Shroud, a primordial realm of which all psionic individuals draw power, even if only subconsciously, home to powerful entities of pure psionic energy. Like a muffled whisper in a dark room, they call to us from within our minds. With combined cognitive efforts, it may be possible for us to commune with these beings. If only we can learn to breach the veil between our dimension and the Shroud. It's time to awaken. Adopt the Great Awakening tradition too! All latent psionic species will unlock their full psionic potential. Allow psionic assimilation of other species, unlocking their latent abilities. Continue the situation. Psionic Ascension. We are currently latently psionic. That just improves researcher, bureaucratic, and telepath jobs. Right now it just doesn't do too much. The Durian absorbers are still considering declaring war on us.
Council agenda available.
First contact with the Phenol Ancients. Fractions, how delightful. We hadn't expected to encounter you for a few centuries yet. Personally, I thought you would wipe yourselves out long before leaving your gravity well. But I am glad to be proven wrong. You will embrace the greater good, eventually. The Tzin Empire is overwhelming. Not good, and they're trying to take out our allies. So, the Gagazian manufacturing, overwhelming. Durian absorbers, overwhelming. But Gagazian manufacturing are our main allies. How's your current war going? Y'all are a quarter of a way through this war. It's a lot of defense platforms. Ship designer. Defense platforms. There we go. We did lose a little bit of research production, which is a little unfortunate. I do need to find a... The Deering absorbers. Foul beast! You had better repair your fleece, for this is war. Our flesh harvesters are coming for your cubs. They plan to conquer the planets of Rudy, and they want 4 of our systems. They want to conquer and claim. Set Orgo.
Evading hostiles.
What do you mean forced to decloak? No. No. All that time was wasted.
Special project complete.
Trade from jobs improved. Starship fauna damage. I don't see why not. Discover L-Gate's insight. Sure, why not? I don't see what possibly could go wrong with this. Celebrate diversity. Gain unity. Proclamate. Sure. The Great Awakening. All eligible leaders gain the psychic trait. Confidence Wazers. All eligible leaders gained a trait. Woohoo! Gaia Wolf is a psychic. More monthly influence. Let's see who else. Chili 2 is a psychic. Nice. Huripoyo 2 is a psychic. Huripoyo the second is a psychic. Nona Wolf, a psychic. Awesome. That is amazing. Alrighty. We'd like to hire some mercenaries. There's something else. $1.2K as well.
We must defend our spaceport. Spaceport lost.
I need these guys to start heading back over to this way.
Technology researched.
Got better ion disruptors. Awesome. Let's get the energy nexus to get even better energy production on our planets. The hatching ground. The eggs are hatching. Massive, winged creatures are emerging from the shells. They are born with the ability to fly, swarming the skies in huge flocks, their enormous wings casting shadows across the landscape. They climb high into the atmosphere, seemingly attracted to the starlight. We have yet to observe them feed, which could indicate they draw energy via some form of photosynthesis. Their physiology raises many questions. We're gonna get closer. Get closer. Alright, Chili 2, don't die, okay? Good luck, Chili 2, right? They're going to need it. Assets has been acquired. Fascinating. Alrighty. Apaya Persenia, the Minister of Defense, has leveled up. Ship build speed and starbase upgrade cost reduced even further. Armies are better, or max influence from our objectives improved. We'll get a military pioneer. Build ships even faster.
Technology researched.
Controlled mutations. We'll get controlled mutations. Lucia Virginia. We'll get another eye for talent, just in case.
Construction complete. Engaging hostile fleet.
Alrighty, so we're first going to test out against our own pirates to see how our species does. or how our ships do. Immediately, not looking super great. Well, actually,
Technology research.
they're doing a good job keeping their distance against the foes. So they're taking out all the smaller ships. Hey, crystal mining. Stormbreaker coding sounds really good, so I can ignore cosmic storms at least. I think that'd be worth it. Wow, we're obliterating them. I didn't even enact policies. Fuel, shield boost, focused crystalling. Buy 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Matter in flux. We are losing raw materials at an alarming rate. Stores of inorganic matter in factories and warehouses are depleting faster than they are being used, reportedly caused by spontaneous dematerialization rather than crime or incompetence. These losses correlate with the increased psionic activity in the affected locations. We could respond by halting psionic activity in the vicinity of material stores, but this will slow the pace of our psionic research and limit its industrial applications. Alternatively, we could follow proposals to develop a psionic field attenuator that could halt the dematerialization process. If we do nothing, our psionic research capabilities will be attenuated. Material goods are of little concern. Who cares about the minerals? Improve society research or develop anti-dematerialization equipment. Sounds pretty fancy. Institutes as psionic free zones. Anti-dematerialization equipment sounds really good thematically, so we're just gonna go with that. Pirates have been defeated. We are now free to claim the treasure trove. That we already got, by the way. Alright, so how's their strength compared to us? Oh, they're equivalent. Okay. Two of their fleets are not good enough to deal with one of mine. So I think right now we're in very good shape. You know what? We're going to claim at least these two systems, right? So I can get an L-gate. Kind of just want the L-gate. Negotiate agreement. Integration prohibited. Sounds good to me. Like, how much influence are we talking? Expansion permitted. Who cares about that? Overlord conflicts. So I would need 775 influence in order to set this up the way I would want. Yeah. I'm going to make these two claims at least. In about 5 months, we'll be 100 years in the game, and we'll be officially halfway through this game of Stellaris. At this point, what am I going to be doing against the Darian Absorbers? Our fleet is clearly just more powerful, but I don't have the naval capacity to maintain such a fleet cost effectively. Doesn't mean we can't have them. Right now, Slood is currently our innovative coordinator, but Lucia Virginia is going to be way better, especially with the Eye for Talents increasing everybody's leader experience gain. Ooh, Astral Actions. Sounds good to me. For each Astral Rift completed, increased capacity by 250. Well, hopefully we'll be able to complete that. I'm also trying to keep my eyes to see if they're trying to sneak behind. Part of me thinks they want to, but they clearly can't break through here. But they can go after Huton, which is not good. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'd hate to lose Huton. Alright, this trade hub. I need even more trade. Hydroponics bay. Hydroponics bay. Let's get a little bit more food. Especially since none of my planets are currently producing food. You know what? I need to open up our policies and edicts to check some other things. Fleet supremacy. We've got all of our edict fundings already. We got a lot of consumer goods. I would absolutely like to find a way to improve my science output. I feel like it's not good enough. Also, when it comes to the topic of Stellaris, I am looking forward to there being just less ships. Because... why are there no orders here? We have detected a faint signal.
Spaceborne lifeform encountered.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Engaging hostile station.
This is just so pretty. This, again, this is just why I love Stellaris. It's such a beautiful game. We're going to upgrade one shipyard just so that way we could do some repairs here. Relative Navy strength. Well, we are now stronger than our enemies. Somehow. A little bit. But if their overlord comes to join, it's going to be quite a pain. Apia Focina. Eager, a roamer, emotional support pet, custom AI assistants, psychic, but cruel, so we don't want them to be a governor of any sorts. Void Tracker. Sonic Pop habitability and happiness improved. Excellent. Oh, those are kind of just mediocre at best. Eh. Not the end of the world. Breaching the Shroud. As we attack the Weskar system to bring the fight back to the enemies of the Dirian Absorbers, the Phyrexians begin breaching the Shroud. After days of being locked in hypnotic trance, we have finally managed to open a brief gateway into the Shroud. Now we can see this realm with greater clarity, resolving patterns from the swirling mass. Our actions influence its shifting flows of psionic energy, and formless entities gaze back on us from the other side, sometimes with curiosity, sometimes with kindness, and sometimes with malice. Our psionic mastery in the corporeal realm was only the beginning. Now that we have established an initial psionic link, we can combine our cognitive powers and delve into the Shroud. Time to reach in and see what we find. We will fully realize our psionic potential, mastering dimensions beyond ordinary comprehension.
Technology research.
Oh my gosh, it is following my hand. And we are to the east of the Shroud, whatever that means. Ready to delve. A presence in the Shroud. The Shroud. Watch I'm Not an Egg. I already watched it. It was okay. Sorry, Joseph. I did watch it, though. The Shroud. It flows high beneath our known reality, a shadow cast by darkness. Anyone with psionic powers will have seen this place in their dreams, though they likely did not know it at the time. We spent years trying to pierce the veil, wearing it thinner and thinner under the presence of our combined minds. On the higher side, our efforts did not go unnoticed. Something watches us. Its presence radiates phenomenal power, a beckoning warmth in the depths of the Shroud. It barely notices us, watching us like we would watch a drop of condensation on a porthole. If only we could reach its inscrutable mind. We shall begin trying to commune with it. Communing is in process. Oops, Sonic. The physics research. Ooh, definitely want hyperspace slipstreams so we can move around a lot faster. Thank you. Corvette fleet's going to be doing what it does best. Well, not Corvette. The carrier fleet is going to be doing its best. It just attacks safely from afar. I'm going to check to see if there's any way. Stellaris. How to find... that Chris... Dolan. entities. Spontaneous appearance can randomly jump into your systems during the mid game. It did not. We are officially 6 months into the end game now. Man. Yeah, I don't think I could just summon them, which is very unfortunate. Because I really want to just summon them. We should also consider dealing with this hive at some point.
Relaying transmission.
Offer migration treaty with them. We'll decline. We're going to go ahead and jump back and recover with our main primary fleet for now. And then we're going to go and claim the last system that I'm at least interested in when it comes to winning this war.
Engaging hostile station.
These guys are kind of seemingly wanting to dance back and forth between two systems. I need more exotic fuels. It's a lot of trade I'm investing in just to maintain proper gas. I'm gonna sell a whole bunch of minerals. Crash that market.
Construction complete.
Guess we're gonna start taking a whole bunch of systems for now until I could do something otherwise. The unfortunate thing is the Fallen Empire really is kind of just more so in my way. Interesting. We actually have a Senate floor where we are successfully voting against it. Diplomatic weight from pops is reduced. And isn't that where I primarily get all of my pops? Hey, our technology is keeping up with some of the other empires. It's okay, I guess. They got so much more fleet power than we do. They got so many more pops than we do. Disgusting. That's really big. This gym, we're going to go ahead and disband that because I don't know how they ended up there. Who leveled up? Oh, Blort did. Blort is currently just a governor. We're gonna make Blort live longer, I guess.
Engaging hostile station. Construction complete.
Alright, so I may have to jump back to this war on a later piece of time. I think all of my time in just working open to close is starting to catch up to me, and I'm finding myself actually having troubles keeping my eye open. So, unfortunately, I want to continue playing, but we need to call this a stopping point. I guess we're not staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning making poor life decisions. Better luck next time. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it. So, we are officially in the end game, though the late game crisis has not triggered yet. But any second now, it could. It also could wait another like 25, 50 years before anything finally happens. We don't know, but we only have 100 years left to come into first place. Victory conditions, we are currently... Hey, that's not too bad. We're in 7th. That is actually pretty good. So only 6 opponents to defeat when it comes to everything. The Technoran Multiplex, their economic strength is severely overwhelming. This fills me with good feelings. Nobody has relics? Goodness, nobody has relics. I mean, our economic strength is doing really good. I may just want to consider spying on these guys just to respect them for where they're at. Well, the Themasian Trade Commission. These guys, these peaceful traders, who are currently, I think, the strongest when it comes to their diplomatic weight. It's because they threw in a whole bunch of delegates. Interesting. Well, we're going to go to government really fast. Leaders. Officials. Octavia. We'll go ahead and hire this leader, just so they start leveling up. Patrikios Flavonius. We'll go ahead and hire this commander. And all of our scientists are whack. Go ahead and get another level of Void Tracker. Custom AI Assistant. Sure. Now, right now, this looks like we're going to be able to gain a whole bunch of ground against them. Because their entire fleet is attempting to deal with another war, and they're not respecting us well enough. I think I'm going to want to find a way to deal with the Tekarin multiplex. Mostly because I don't like the fact about how they cut me off from here. I need more star bases, is what I'm finding out. I also need to colonize. Technicians produce that. Alrighty. Generator worlds. Engineered energy. Boom. And then we're going to go ahead and colonize this one. Fortress world, I guess. Unsiegeable is its name. Right. The names are not clever at all, but it allows me to know what they do. So that doesn't matter. Yep. Alright. We're in an okay spot. Well, I'm guessing I'm going to check my planets really quick, just in case. This is intended to be a generator world. Do I need them all to be a generator worlds? Probably not. We'll go ahead and put generator supports on there, though. More generator support. Physics. Yeah, as good as that's gonna get. I don't think there's really anywhere else for me to build up on. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. I also am trying to keep in mind about the fanatical purifiers over here. But they're currently very inferior, so I'm really surprised that they're actually being destroyed by the Jazz Gavaz polity. Could I send an envoy? Select leader. There you go. Much better, at least. that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. Yep, I'm crashing. So, good night, everybody. I love this music piece.